Hey everyone! Welcome back to the Quacking Pancakes Podcast, filmed here in Kornwall Studios in beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Kory Hong.
And I'm Evan Mulvane. Today we have two very special guests joining us in studio for our Friendsgiving special.
Marielle Anduyan and Malcolm Watson. First, we'll answer the Quacking Pancakes questions of the week before doing a deep dive on Malcolm's SoundCloud and finishing it off with a fun game we found called 5-Second Rule.
It's a great episode and we're so glad you could spend your Thanksgiving with us. So without further ado,
let's get into it. Alright, so welcome to the podcast, Marielle and Malcolm. We're so happy to have both of you here for the Friendsgiving special. The way that this usually goes is that, before we get into the actual segments part of it, is that we'll have a little introduction portion where we talk about, some news that's going on for the week, and then we'll have the Quacking Pancakes question of the day on the whiteboard behind Evan. And then, we'll usually do fan questions, and this week we just had one come in. But there's four of us here, so it'll give us plenty to talk about. So before we do any of that, though, how about we go ahead and introduce both of you so that the world knows who both of you are a little bit. Marielle, do you want to start off?
Yeah, hi, I'm Marielle, Anduyan. I'm from Statesboro, Georgia. I was born in the Philippines, if you can tell. And I'm studying accounting and marketing with a minor in graphic design at Georgia Southern, where I work for athletic marketing, so go Eagles.
Woo! Woo! Malcolm?
Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Malcolm Watson. The first.
The first?
Yeah.
Is there going to be a second?
You gotta let them know early.
Anytime soon?
I'll think about it.
How about in 9 months? Can we get a second?
9 months. Anyways, I just recently graduated from the Georgia State University this past spring with my bachelor's in music education.
Congratulations.
Thank the Lord, I'm finally using that degree, and I'm teaching right now at a school here in Atlanta. It's all fun and games. It's pretty unique being a teacher when you're at a young age, because teachers and other students think you're a student.
Right.
I'm literally going to get lunch, and they ask me, where's your hall pass? I'm like, name tag, hello, right here. But other than that, I make music, I teach music, I play music, all sorts of stuff. I'm all about music.
Okay, well, I'm sure we'll get into some of your music maybe a little bit later. We'll ask you some questions about that.
Oh, okay.
You could be like, where's your hall pass?
Oh, yeah. Let me see your ID.
Right.
You guys have done probably the hardest thing. One of the things that I liked at least about going to class on the very first day, it's tell us about yourself. What can you tell us about yourself? I'm always dreading that. or it's the say 3 things that are interesting about you. It's what would you say?
I always lose when someone says, "Hey Kory, what's a fun fact about you?"
I don't like the fun fact.
You know everything about yourself until someone asks you something.
Right, and you're just like, I don't know, what is the most interesting thing about me?
For the longest time when I was in middle school, it was I was born in a different state. Then as you get older, it's okay, cool.
That was mine. I was born in a different country, but then it you go to college and you're like, oh, okay, there's a lot of people who were born in a different country.
All around. I wasn't born in a different country, but my mom finessed a U.S. citizenship out of me, from Trinidad and Tobago, and then I was born in New York, right in Queens Hospital in downtown.
New York. I never knew that about you.
I didn't either. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, really? That's so much fun.
Cool.
But no, thank you both for being on the show. You're our first in-person guest. But our Zoom guests last week, we're still very thankful for. Shout out to Drew and Travis. But thank you for taking the time to both be here in the studio.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yes. So to transition into the news for the week, where we cover just recent pop culture events or sporting events or anything like that. The Spider-Man No Way Home trailer dropped this week. How are we feeling about that? I know Marielle looks pretty excited.
I'm pretty excited, yeah.
Big fan of Tom Holland. Best Spider-Man, best Peter Parker there is.
Whoa!
Okay, we're starting.
I'm sure you 3 are big.
Malcolm, get the door.
Tobey Maguire, I'm sure, is the reigning king here, but Stan Lee himself said that Tom Holland encompasses...
No, I don't think he did.
I'm pretty sure he did.
No, I'm
pretty sure he did.
We're going to fact check that later
Okay.
about who Stanley said was his favorite Spider-Man before he passed.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Okay, but obviously there's a lot of hype surrounding this trailer. I think we've all had a chance to watch this now. Do we have any speculation as to whether it's going to be an introduction to the Spider-Verse? Do you think? Anybody?
I hope it is, minus Andy Garfield. No Andrew Garfield here, just Tobey Maguire.
What is your problem with
Why?
Andrew Garfield?
I've never seen the movie, so he holds no place in my heart.
You can't have a problem with it.
I'm sure he's a great guy. He's probably fantastic, but...
He's British.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I feel like
That doubles down on his take.
I feel like British actors who play American roles do the voice a lot better than American people can even do.
Emma Watson.
Really?
Who's that dude
Wait,
from
are you joking?
The Walking Dead? Rick.
don't know.
Who plays
Pretty
Rick?
good.
Yeah, Rick's
Rick
accent is really
He's
good.
pretty good, yeah.
Christian Bale's also
Christian
British.
Bale's really good.
Is-
I did not know that,
Christian
actually.
You
Bale is
didn't?
British.
No, I didn't know that.
Yes, Christian
I
Bale's
didn't-
British.
So
I did not know that.
wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know
so
that.
American Psycho, Batman Begins, but the thing that he does is that when he does interviews, he'll still do it in character. So he still does the interviews in American English.
He is a pretty impressive method actor. I will give him that.
You know who has a real good accent?
Who?
21 Savage.
I love his voice. Wait.
He's...
I don't get it. What am I?
Because he's
missing
from...
here?
He's from Britain.
Oh, that's right.
That's why I gave you that look. I was like, it took me a second.
It's real. Check it up. He's not from the U.S., but
Did not know that.
has a thick Atlanta accent.
So Evan doesn't care if Andrew Garfield is in it or not.
I mean, it would be more, it'd be good if they were all in it.
I think the movie will do fine either way, but I'd like them to all be in there. There's so
I
much
would
hype
too,
surrounding all of
honestly.
it.
I guess.
I mean,
Toby.
and Disney has the money to bring them all.
Disney
in.
does have the money, but
Stop playing games.
there were
Disney
all
has
these
the money.
Bring in
rumors.
Tobey
There
Maguire.
are all these rumors that Tobey Maguire was like, they have to pay me $1 billion to put me in this movie and all that stuff. But I think they have to work it. You just can't do it. But
Tobey Maguire does not care about the paparazzi. You've seen that video, right? Where
Yeah,
he's
I've
like
seen
yelling at the paparazzi.
well,
Like,
to be
get
fair,
out the fucking way! Move!
to be fair, I think he was trying to be polite about it at first, and they just weren't moving. Have you seen this? Have you guys seen this?
Well,
I can't- I feel like
I'll
it's a
I'll
meme.
pull up a video. I will pull
it
up a
on the
video
screen.
of Tobey Maguire yells
Oh, we're in for a treat.
at paparazzi.
I'm excited.
Okay, this did leave a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth with Tobey
Bro,
Maguire.
I think
Not
it was
very Peter
fully
Parker of it.
justified and warranted.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay, here it is.
it can't be as bad as Shia LaBeouf, though.
What did Shia LaBeouf do?
I mean, it's just before,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a whole period of Shia LaBeouf just not
Yeah.
doing great things.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I know there is this stigma behind Shia LaBeouf, but Shia LaBeouf now, I'm a huge fan of Shia LaBeouf.
Well, Alec Baldwin also did not have a good track record.
Oh yeah, he slipped up.
He did.
I don't think that was his fault though. Was
No,
it?
I'm talking about prior to that. Like,
Oh.
prior to that.
I did not like him in Cat in the Hat. That is for sure.
Oh,
I kind of like the movie.
I
though.
forgot about him.
He went way back. Oh my gosh. Cat in
know-
the Hat.
They're both Dr. Seuss books, right? I used to get, but they're both dressed in full character. I used to get
Yeah.
Jim Carrey Grinch and Mike Myers Cat in the Hat confused because I'm like, oh, they're both in costume and they're both like being extra flamboyant. Like as a kid, I'm like, that's crazy. That was not a kid's movie.
This is Tobey Maguire in 180p. Here we go.
He's just trying to get out of the parking lot here. He can't see the incoming cars,
Okay, so you say, hey, please move. Move, please. Wait, is he? He hits his camera!
Oh, well.
He's got angry.
That's a
No,
good,
he's
good
trying to
shot,
make a
Whoa.
turn onto.
His Spidey sensors popping off.
Yeah.
That's triggering.
Come on.
Oh wait, okay. I did see this thing on TikTok where the scene where he has the tray on where Mary Jane falls and he's like. Apparently that was legit.
No, that was
wasn't
real.
CGI.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't
It
know
took
that.
him 60 takes or something like that.
Oh, I heard it was over 150.
It's probably. But
None of that was edited.
no
man.
CGI.
No, that was
Tom
impressive.
Holland would have had to use CGI.
I'm sure Tom Holland could have caught it with his butt, but
Whatever.
The film, the clip is actually played in reverse. He like drops it and it's like.
All right, so lots of hype surrounding Spider-Man. And other news, getting into sporting type statistics here. Shohei Ohtani, if we're familiar about him, he was just named the unanimous MVP of the American League.
He deserved it.
Yeah.
he deserved
Coming from
it.
that team.
Yeah.
Got a rep.
I'm a huge fan. Me and Evan drove cross country that we covered in a previous episode. You can follow that at the link here.
Go watch
Hard.
it.
It's
Very
You
good
better watch
episode.
it. I'm gonna
But
get you.
yeah, it's kind of like one of those things. Like I know there are people who aren't like Buccaneers fans,
Yeah.
but people want to go see Tom Brady now, right?
Right.
Especially now that he's not on the Patriots.
I will pay $1,000 to go watch him.
We should probably go to that Falcons Buccaneers game.
If
Right?
it's reasonably priced. Can I just, to sidetrack a little bit, I was a little bit surprised by the Falcons, the stadium. Very nice.
Oh, because you've never been there before.
I'd never been. I was a little disappointed in the fans, I gotta be honest.
Wait, what
I
stadium
mean, it's
is it?
Atlanta
The-
fan.
The
Mercedes-Benz.
Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Oh,
Yeah,
Beautiful
we've been there
stadium.
before.
yeah, I just watched a United game there. I didn't
Oh,
know if
really?
it was the same one, but
Mhm.
Yeah, we gotta get it to it. I haven't been to a United game. Corey's been trying to get me to go
It's-
forever.
I've been
Worth
trying
it. It's really good.
because I know most American people are like soccer. You know, who cares about soccer? But
Yo.
it's different. Atlanta United's different. Like like
Yeah.
even if you don't know anything about soccer, you go there and the crowd is just like everyone's having such a great time. They're chanting like nonstop the
I
full 90
agree.
minutes. It's an experience.
There was that weekend we were trying to hang out, and there was some type of world game going on. Like it wasn't like a MLS game.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like Mexico versus like another country.
Right.
But as you're driving around, you just see like flags. So like
Oh.
people on their cars.
yeah, no, I agree. Like I love soccer,
Mhm.
but like I don't like I wouldn't have spent like $300 on a ticket. But going to an Atlanta United game, you're definitely there for the atmosphere.
Mhm.
And I've never seen like I guess it's the equivalent of like a student section,
right.
but they
It
have
is
a
like a student section. Yeah.
they have a section and there's just flags and it's big flags
They're
and it's just
chanting. They're cheering. And
shirts
that's
are
general
off the
mission
whole
too.
time.
We
yeah.
have a couple friends who like on social media will always put. They go like every time
Yeah.
they're playing,
Yeah.
and
They're
they're in
always
that
there,
section, and it looks
but-
just crazy.
Drinks are thrown. Like we were standing behind it one time because me and my friends were walking around, and it literally just drinks were flying. It was great. Like you watch that and it
Fun.
makes you even if you
Could you
don't
catch them
understand
like
soccer.
what?
Yeah.
Hey, if you drink free drink, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was
Yeah.
really good.
But yeah, he was named MVP. We had seen him, went to the stadium. Very nice stadium, as we covered before. It's not quite like. Have you been to the Battery?
Yes. Yeah.
The Battery is a lot different. I'm sure you guys know. It's kind of like if Atlantic Station or like Pond City Market almost kind of was built around the stadium.
Right.
Angel Stadium is very much like an old traditional type stadium. Kind of like what was that Georgia State bought?
Yeah, Turner Field, yeah.
Turner Field.
Oh
was
yeah.
But they're
Forgot
doing that
about
now to Turner
yeah.
Field. Like,
Doing what? Oh, they're building.
they're building around it just to like make like an atmosphere.
But for what? Do people actually go to Georgia State games?
It's like part.
We're not trying to be funny, but as a student, like
All that stuff is gonna be like Georgia State stuff, right? Like
Yeah.
more facilities and stuff like that.
Private student housing and a lot of gentrification.
Whoa. Private student housing
Mhm.
next to the stadium? That's going to be... Well, I mean, I guess we were kind of like that at Georgia Southern, right? There were kind of houses
mean,
like
yeah.
right there. Or...
In a way, yeah. I remember
Freedom.
seeing the
Yeah.
plan for that. Like there's like some Atlanta Instagram
Because
page. They
what
posted
they're
the
also
plan.
doing is they're building a new sports facility for like basketball.
It looked
Okay.
really
That's
nice.
nice,
The
yeah.
plan looked really nice. What they're doing over there, because it's been kind of like nobody really did
You know,
anything
when
with
they
it.
finish that
Mhm.
tuition, go
yeah.
like
You
Yeah.
graduated at the right time.
You really did, honestly.
alumni status. Let's get it.
Alumni status.
Now they're gonna be asking you for more money.
I think
I ain't got
also
it.
him being named an MVP, I think, is really just good for the like AAPI community.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like, I hinted at this on the last part that I had a feeling he'd be named MVP, mainly because my dad was telling me about it. At the very beginning of the season, during spring training, my dad was like, hey, all his rookie cards are like $5 on eBay. You should buy them right now. I'm like...
That's pretty smart investment, honestly.
I'm like, no, that's stupid. Like, my dad was the type of guy to like do the Beanie Babies. He did like Pokemon cards and basketball cards that
Yeah.
are all in the garage. And then I'm like, no, I
So
don't.
it's like a collector.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I don't
Yeah.
need to get into that. And then he won MVP. Like, not a single vote went to anybody else and all that stuff. I was just talking to Evan, I think, the other day about how in the same way that Shohei Ohtani is important for, like, he's an MVP, he's, like, the best player in the world,
Right.
at least right now. Like, did you watch Shang-Chi yet?
Yes. Such a good movie.
Did you watch
10 out of
Shang-Chi
10
yet, Malcolm?
recommend.
Oh,
It
I
was
had to get on the
so
wave.
good.
but it's
So
just this
good.
idea of, like,
It was really good.
representation, It's, I know for a fact it's, like, Simu Liu, who plays
Yes.
Shang-Chi, is the #1 actor in America right now. He just hosted SNL and everything. That was the #1 movie in America for, like, a while. And, like, the way I was trying to explain it to people is, like, it's not like, when Ip Man came out and they show it here for 2 weeks in theaters.
Yeah.
This is a movie that was made by, like, American, like, production companies like Marvel and everything like that for, like, American audiences. And then the entire cast, like, I don't think there was a single, like, African American or Caucasian character in it. And it's just, I was never one to, like, take that in growing up, but then, like, it was just nice seeing it and the success it had. So, yeah, I agree that people like Ohtani and people like Simu Liu, it's, like, it's great for the community type of
One
thing.
last thing about Ohtani is we watched the home run derby a couple months ago.
Oh,
he
that was
totally should have won. We talked about this before. It's all about the pitcher. I think it has 100% to do with who you have as your pitcher. When we were watching it, it was like those guys were like, the pitcher's like throwing it slow.
Some people
They're,
had
like,
really
taking
good
their time.
pitchers,
Yeah.
and then other people, they just, like, kind of toss, like, little
Right.
dunk balls. But
MVP this year, home run derby champion next year.
I would personally prefer if he just wasn't in the home run derby anymore, because he had, like, insane numbers going into the break, and then after that he kind of fell off a little bit, but he was still doing both positions, so you can't fault him for that. But
I feel bad. I'm nodding my head in this corner, but you guys have to get me on the baseball at some point.
you've heard of him though, right?
I mean, no, but just like watching baseball.
Oh, I didn't
Gotta
watch.
get on that wave.
I've been to, like, a handful of Braves games before that at Turner Field, and then at Truist Park and everything, and, like, like, it's usually only fun if, like, your team is winning,
Yeah.
and of course, like, if the crowd environment was good. Like,
How long did it take you to like learn the actual sport and like how?
well, I had to ask. I think what I usually asked Evan was just like, what do these abbreviations mean? And it's like, statistics mainly, but I mean, it is mainly just like, 3 strikes, you're out kind of thing, or there's a lot of technicalities. I'm sure.
See,
of,
I
like,
remember that from Wii Sports.
Yes, and that's honestly, like, as someone who, I love sports. Like, I didn't think I would work for athletics, but I'm so happy that I did. But, like, with baseball, my background is that, like, my best friend is getting married on December 18th. Her boyfriend... Thanks. I made it about her, so very excited. That's why we're at Nashville. And it was a lot of fun, but her boyfriend, they've been dating since high school, and he played baseball.
Okay.
Day one.
And so... Yeah, and so in high school, she'd be like, hey, come to a game with me. So I'd go, and, they were people that you went to school with, so you'd have a different type of appreciation for it. But he went on to play baseball for East Georgia and then eventually Georgia Southern. And then, like, after all that time, you'd go to Braves games, and it's like, wow, I didn't realize that baseball, like, I wasn't there just for the sport, but also for the experience because of the people that you were with. So, honestly, even if you don't understand, like, the abbreviations, the technicalities, when you go with people who enjoy the experience or, like, hey, just come out, and it's free, and it's like, here's a free ticket, and you go, it's so much fun.
The act of actually going in there and getting to witness like,
Right.
the actual game in person. Because we can just look at the screen and be like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Football was like actually going in there, having that stadium experience.
Like when you have that beer in your hand and the Braves have this, like, they're known for this, I think it's like, 2 feet long piece of pizza.
Yeah.
It's food like that.
Oh,
What?
I remember Evan saw somebody with one and he was like, bro, that looks like out of a cartoon.
Yeah. It really does. It looks like it's fake. It looks fake. It's really good, though.
I didn't think it was real at first.
You
I
just saw
had to
some
do like
guy
a double take.
eating
I was
it
like, wait.
like he's holding it like this, and Evan was like laughing the whole time while this guy's eating this very fake looking piece of pizza.
Yeah.
why are you bothering that man? His pizza.
I didn't go up to him and say, what are you doing, bud?
Those cartoon pizza
No, good for him.
lavish
Good for
life.
him.
But I know that, like, just talking about the stadium experiences, me and Evan just went to a Falcons game with our friend Cole, and, like, I'm not sure what it's like on Sunday. Like, I'm sure it's a lot different. We went on Thursday.
It was Thursday.
And, like, it was dead. It wasn't even like that the stadium wasn't packed, though. It was just dead.
I would say that
The
it was about
Falcons?
50-50
Well,
Patriots,
that was-
Falcons fans.
Who'd they play?
Patriots.
The Patriots.
I mean, after what happened, like the previous Sunday versus the Cowboys, like, oof.
Well, here's my conspiracy is that and this is one of the reasons I'll be the first to admit, one of the reasons I'm a Patriots fan is they were good growing up my entire life. Tom Brady was super amazing.
But you got to tell the story of how you became a Patriots fan with the teacher.
Right, the teacher. Okay, so there's this really cool teacher. There's like an after-school program in school where like once you go to school, if you know your parents are still working, you'd go to something called after school.
Mm-hmm.
We had this really cool teacher that was our after-school teacher, and he was like, "Hey kids, how you doing? I'll bet you $5 that the Eagles are gonna win the Super Bowl against the Patriots." This is like in 2005. I don't even remember.
Wait. Was he? Do you think he was serious though? Like he was gonna take all these kids' money?
No. I'm getting to that. So he was like, "I'll bet you $5 that the Eagles are gonna win the Super Bowl." I was like, "Okay, I'll take the Patriots." Mm-hmm. The weekend comes, the Patriots win the Super Bowl. We all go back because we're all like, "Yeah, the Patriots are gonna win the Super Bowl." We come back. We're like, all right, the Patriots won the Super Bowl. Where's our $5? He's like, I was just messing with you guys. So like ever since, it's like, I'll be a Patriots fan. But I say all that to say, growing up for us, you know, we had Mike Vick, who is a really good quarterback. But the Falcons themselves weren't like an amazing team, weren't super stellar. But growing up as kids, we were all like, okay, the Patriots are good for like 20 years. They're an amazing team. So a lot of these people that live in cities like Atlanta where their home team isn't super good, they go to another team like the Falcons, the Patriots. And so like going to that game where it's like 50-50 Patriots-Falcons fans, it's crazy. I couldn't believe it. I've never been to a home game where I felt like.
But when you say it was like dead, it was like dead for the Falcons, or when did the Patriots score?
No, so usually if there's an away team, right? Like, and they're doing third down, the home team fans will get super loud, right?
Yeah.
There was none of that. Like
there was just as much cheering when the Patriots did good as there was from.
That's what you were saying. There's a lot more Patriots fans.
There's a lot of Patriots fans in and around Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like we even went to school with a lot of Patriots fans too.
Yeah, they probably were all in Evan's after school class or something like that.
Yeah, I guess so. Everybody, all these people that went there, their after school teachers all bet them $5. And then,
my after school
teacher
called my dad a bunch of mean words some days. I don't have very fond memories of after school, but
what happened in after school?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think, at least in my experience, I don't know about you, after school teachers weren't real teachers, were they, or were they free?
They're like parapros, or
like
lunch. We had some lunch
like,
ladies that were after school
or they
teachers.
They were like substitutes or something like that. Yeah, they weren't like
Wait, you learned
the usual educators.
No, we like built like with Lincoln Logs and stuff. We didn't really do anything.
Yeah, no, you don't actually learn.
You just get supervised.
It's just like supervision while your parents are still working.
Right.
So
it's
like
kind of like daycare.
Yeah.
But like.
Well, yeah, I did after school too. But when you guys are talking about teachers, and I'm pretty sure in states where they're all just like college students. Like
really.
Yeah, like we didn't really. I don't think it's like teachers.
Yeah, it was
no,
like
it definitely wasn't
parapros or
people just
bus
trying
drivers,
to make extra money.
Right.
But yeah, so congrats to Shohei Ohtani. But we have one more portion for the news. So a remake of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl came out on Friday, I think, and I'm sure Malcolm has a lot to say about that because he has a Nintendo Switch.
I sure do. That's why I solely just bought the Nintendo Switch for, because I knew that game was going to come out. Yes.
I didn't even know that.
Wait, hold on. So you didn't have a Nintendo Switch before this game came out this past Friday?
I got it like last weekend.
Wow.
Just for this game?
Just for this game.
You're a true fan.
I've never done anything.
And like Smash Bros. Like, it was a 2-for-1. Like, see, I just want to say, like, that was first, and then Smash Bros. Was second.
Because I've been trying to tell Evan, I'm like, yeah, maybe we should get like a Switch just to have one or something. And I'm thinking about getting us like a NES Classic or SNES Classic, one of those two, like, because they always have them for Black Friday. But like a Switch, like, I'm like, yeah, if you're gonna get a Switch, the main reason why you would get a Switch is to play games you can't play on PlayStation or Xbox. But yeah, so how's the game been going?
It's so good. Hold on. So before I get into it, what's the difference between like a port and like a remake? If you want to explain that for a little bit.
I think a port is Resident Evil 4 was made on GameCube. Mm-hmm. That same exact game was then put onto PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
A remake is Resident Evil 4 was made in 2004, and then now they're going to be remaking it with a brand new engine, brand new gameplay functionality, everything like that.
So it's a complete remake
of
the game that came out in like 2007. I'm talking about on those OG DSs, the one you flip open.
Those are
doesn't even have a camera on it.
I don't think I had a original Evan had an original
I had an
DS.
original
I had a
DS.
DS Lite.
Because this the one is like you put the game card in. You can also put the Game Boy games card
Yeah.
in the bottom.
Yeah.
And-
You
and
can
then
still do that on the Lite too.
There was the one DS that was like flat. You couldn't even close it. It was just like the flat. You remember those?
The
Called,
2DS.
That was what it was called,
Yeah.
the 2DS?
No.
The one, it was completely flat. It had two screens still, but you couldn't
Yeah,
close
the
it.
2DS. They had the
Yes.
2DS
Oh.
and then the 3DS. The 2DS was
But
just.
that's later down the line.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, okay.
But yeah, I haven't. That was the last Pokemon game that I ever played. Was the one in 2006. Like I never played any new ones up to that. So maybe
Stop
it's,
right there.
maybe,
Don't go any further. You're gonna like play the game. Next thing you know, this is like a whole Pokemon right here, and you're just like, wow, this is kind of trash.
You know
Does
what?
Pokemon Go count?
That's true.
That's
Because I play Pokemon Go
yeah,
sometimes.
that counts.
What I
That
will
counts.
say
Yeah,
about this
yeah.
this remake
Mhm.
is that I think it's extremely interesting that we're at the point where we're getting remakes of games that came out during our lifetime. Because you said this
So
came out
many.
during the DS, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, like-
in elementary school, yeah.
Yeah. So like the original Resident Evil, for example, came out in 1996. It was remade in 2002. So we were alive when the remake came out. But like, so people, or like even when like
Don't say that.
Super Mario Brothers came out in 1986, then people had new Super Mario Brothers on the DS, you know? So we weren't born, obviously, when the original one came out, but then we had the new one that came out. So this is kind of weird that a game that you grew up playing now came out again for you to still grow up playing.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a game? And Malcolm, I guess for you, it would be that game.
Solely that game.
Kory or Marielle, is there a game that you grew up playing that has not been remastered yet that you'd like to see remade for like the new consoles, anything like that?
Got anything?
I kind of like how Tetris has stayed. I love Tetris.
Classic.
Tetris is classic.
That's the one.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I play like Harry Potter Wizards on the Go. It's called. It's like Pokemon Go, but for Harry Potter.
You just finished the Harry Potter series. Didn't you?
So I finished the movies for the
For the first time.
Well, hang on.
Get
hang
into
on.
Now I know how
Get
you
into
feel.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know
so
how you feel.
I grew up watching the movies. I watched the first one through the sixth one, so up to the Half-Blood Prince, and then I never watched Deathly Hallows. But so I just in the last couple weeks I watched. They're on HBO Max, not a sponsor. Watched all of them back to back, like one every day. Watched all of them. They're great.
Yeah.
And I just started reading the books. I'm on the second one right now, and they're really good. They're
Really?
really
You get
Yeah,
immersed. You get
they
the
get-
whole
I
universe.
want the whole experience. Yeah.
All right, you gotta go to Universal when you're done.
Yeah. That
You know,
would be
so
really
just
cool.
good. It's so fun.
Like, I think
It's
that
so
could be
fun.
something we plan out ahead of time for like Quacking Pancakes takes on Universal
Takes on
Studios.
Universal,
That
yeah.
would be so much fun. I would
Really
be there.
cool.
Yeah,
it'd
you
be
should
awesome.
come. Both of you guys are invited. But
I made the cut.
yeah, I
you're
had
part of the friend team.
I haven't even seen like I remember like I saw the first, second, third, fourth in theaters, and I was like mildly interested. You know,
The third one gave me nightmares as a kid.
was
the
there
werewolf.
was there like was there a split in
Harry
time
one.
between the fourth and the fifth one coming out? Because I feel like there's a reason why I didn't see the fifth one. Like
It was like 2006 to 2008 or 9, something like that.
I'm
Yeah,
not sure
I
that
was-
timeline.
I was probably
Yeah,
just way too out of the loop to actually keep up with it. But yeah, I've never even read any of the books either. Like
Yeah.
so
I just finished the first book for the first time like a week ago.
I think
This is
my newfound appreciation. So I read the books.
Mhm.
Big fan, by the way. Like if I could get a tattoo, it'd be "It is well, all is well," and "all is well" are the last words of the last book, and they're so good. So,
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Spoiler.
kidding.
wait, not everything goes
Yeah,
to
yeah.
shit. No, I read the books and finished the books before the sixth movie came out. So before Half-Blood Prince came out. So
Okay,
like,
so you read them as a kid, like
yeah, I think I was probably like in third or fourth grade, but they're really good, and so much in the books happen that are not in the movies. Like I'm sure you can tell from the first movie and the first book in itself,
Yeah.
so much was taken out.
mhm.
I will say on the fifth book, that's when it gets thicky and also hard to read. Like it took me like probably 2 weeks.
That's what I
to
noticed.
read that one.
Is like the first book is like it's like a kid's book, you know, and then
Right.
I have all the books, so just looking at like the fourth and the fifth, it's like
It's
it's
developed.
huge. There's like 600, 700 pages. I'm like, oh my god, it's
The
crazy.
fourth is probably the most popular. Fourth movie, definitely a lot of people's favorites.
Love the 4th
Mhm.
movie. I'm looking very much forward to that book.
Fourth book is really, really good. The fifth movie, really good. Fifth book is like It's like that. You know how you had that class that like made or broke your major.
Yeah.
That's that
Make or
book
break.
if you're a fan.
It took me a while to find that class. I changed my major like 4 times.
Would
I
you
just added one.
Yeah.
would you ever get a tattoo of like the 3 Horcruxes?
See, I don't know because I like
Is that
that.
too mainstream?
I don't think it's too mainstream. Just for me, the series it's represented with all is well for me. Like I know for people a lot
Gotcha.
of like that's what represents the series for them, or like the glasses and the lightning bolt. But for me, it's the words all is well in the font that like it's written in the book.
You see on like the back of people's cars, like when you're driving,
Yeah.
it's like that person watched Harry Potter.
Yeah, no, like all is well is literally on my home screen right now.
Show
Like,
it.
that's-
Show it.
That's
Oh
it.
my
Like
god.
it is well is
Nice.
my favorite
Wow.
hymn, and all is well is like
That's cool. That's and then they're coming out with. So I don't really know what it is that they're coming out with. Like HBO has been advertising some like 20th anniversary like special, but I don't know what it is. Like, are the actors just gonna be talking about the movie?
I think they'll probably
what-
give like some like they'll revisit it and talk about how much it meant to them. Because I know Emma Watson released like an Instagram post about that, but
Yeah.
I
And
just-
the author's like not a part of it. Like she's
love J.K. Rowling, but
mysteriously, yeah, she's.
don't love. I
Yeah.
like J.K. Rowling, but
Thanks for
sometimes I'm like,
thanks for the books, but
like maybe you shouldn't say that sometimes.
Appreciate it.
yeah.
I agree with you. Thanks for the books, but like
and-
other than that, yeah.
Hope you're doing well. Okay, bye.
Okay. So, we're going to transition into another segment that's still part of this intro, but this is where we get into the Quacking Pancakes question of the day. And this is for me and Evan to answer, and it's a question that Evan usually comes up with. And it's also for our guests, but also for our viewers to listen to and comment below if they're on YouTube or anything. So, the question of the week is on this whiteboard behind you, Malcolm. And it's, if you could invent a new sport, what would it be? Does anybody want to start off with that?
So I can go first just to give our guests a little bit of time to think about it because I don't want to spring it on you. This is something that when I came up with the question, I didn't even have an answer myself. I just kind of was like, let's go with it. I think if I had to create a professional sport, it would be professional telephone, where you have,
Oh, that's a good one.
where there's some catches here. So you have let's call it 10 people. So you have 10 people on your team. The first person is stone cold sober. As you get farther down the line, they have to drink more and more. So like the first 2 people drink like 1 shot. Then the third and the fourth person drink like 2 shots. And as you get down, the last person is going to be the most drunk, and you have to try and get that message down the line to the very last person. And then the last person has to like try and mumble out what the original phrase was. And if you get it right, like if say you get like 3 words out of an 8-phrase word right, you get 3 points, just like stuff like that. And if you lose, you're playing against another team, so if you lose, the other team has to take a shot, and then if you win, you just get the points. So
I thought about that one. Fudge.
I went to sleep thinking
This
about
man
that.
had
I was
rules.
like, I'm
You
thinking
know.
about it.
Yeah,
Well, the rule book
strategy
is like-
involved.
But yeah, it's like drunk telephone, where first person sober, last person drunk as a skunk. That's my sport.
Oh, anyone else got one before I go? Should I go? I'll go ahead and go. You see, like, this man had,
That's
like,
good.
a
I like
lot
that
of
one a
complex thought into it. I'm sure there are teams, there are rules, there are probably penalties and everything like that. Like, I was just thinking, like, everyone knows I like eating. I love eating everything. I was like, oh,
Lord of me.
what if there was a professional pizza team? Like, kind of like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen, like, TikToks of, like, people working at Domino's or Papa John's where, like, they'll show the whole process of how a pizza's made. I'm like, in a way, when me and Evan worked at Jimmy John's like a few years ago, there's designated roles there on like the assembly line, right? There's like bread starter, there's like the person who puts on the meat, there's persons who puts on the toppings, wrapper, all that stuff. So I was thinking like, what if there were like a professional pizza team, but like they're all of like incredibly like talented chefs who build out everything from scratch. There's someone who makes the dough. There's someone who, you know, puts on the toppings. There's someone who, or maybe has to make the sauce from scratch, something like that. Or just in general, like a new sport dedicated to teams making dishes for, who knows, like a crowd of people
Well, hold
or a
on.
restaurant.
Hold on. This kind of sounded like Gordon Ramsay-esque, like something along the lines of his show.
Something like that, you know, like I've never actually really watched any of his reality shows.
Because those chefs are like solo, like you see a lot of chefs cooking by themselves, but like chefs cooking as a team, you
And
don't
they're
see
like,
that.
yes, chef.
So you might be on to something.
What was that show with Bobby Flay? It's like the ninja, something chef, Iron Chef.
Iron Chef.
Iron
That was
Chef,
cool,
yeah.
where they like pick the ingredient, like you have to incorporate this ingredient in your dish. That's pretty cool.
Right. Yeah, you know, like now that you guys are bringing it up, like I just couldn't even remember those because like when I try to watch like cooking videos, it's like artistic and like there's a lot of passion to it. Those people and all those like reality game shows are like under so much pressure.
But yeah, like a competition like that where it's like, okay, you have to make a pizza and then like
Chopped. Like Chopped people get sent home. Like they don't get money. They probably go home and go out of business and everything. It's really sad.
So would you be one of the like judges where you'd have to eat all the pizzas for the?
You're like going into Joey Chestnut territory.
A lot of people like know I'm the burger guy, obviously, but I love pizza and like
I've never heard you say that.
No, I
That's
love
crazy.
pizza, but I think the thing about that is that there's not a lot of good pizza around.
There aren't really
us.
any like homemade like mom and pop pizza shops around here. It's all
like
chains.
I would love to like rate pizzas all day because the difference between that and burgers is that obviously there's different ways you can make a patty. You can smash the patty. You have like, you know, when you go to like Applebee's or Chili's or O'Charlie's, they have like, you know, those bigger patties, things like that. But like pizza, you have like the deep dish. You have like the Chicago style. You have like New York style. Yeah, everything like that. So I love pizza. It's just we don't have a lot of good options around us.
We got a soundbite the I love pizza.
That's a good one.
Random times.
But yeah, no, I love pizza. I think I've told Evan, like, we just took a road trip to the West Coast. When are we going to take a trip to New York to go try all these different pizza places?
They're
you know?
huge. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever had, like, New York style
You've
pizza.
been to New York?
I have, and I've had a pizza, like, from Times Square, which is, like, probably the most touristy statement ever.
Even, like, the small shops is, like, pizzas would just be as wide as his
Look
desk.
at these two people who know more, and we can't even speak.
Yeah.
So here's what. If you guys do a road trip, you also start from, like, Key West, Florida, and go all the way up.
Yeah.
I'm talking, like, all the way, like, to Canada.
You could do it East Coast and then, like, a West Coast, like, from Arizona.
I've never seen Niagara Falls, so I think that could be something that's nice. You know?
It's very wet.
So that would kind of have to, like, cut through main, like, upstate New York.
The main what?
Like, the main part of New York, like, upstate.
I thought you were talking about being the state.
Oh, so, so my sport, talking about road trips, like, it's just like a cartoon. Everyone's seen Wacky Races?
I don't know.
So.
I've never heard of it.
Okay, it was on, like, Boomerang. You know, that's why it's called Boomerang.
Wait.
Boomerang. We got a geriatric man over here.
Back in my day.
Malcolm Geriatric Watson.
But pretty much the concept of Wacky Races.
Continue, please. Continue, please, sir.
Lord. Hold on. I just now caught what he said. My middle name starts with a J.
Oh.
That's not how you spell geriatric, is it?
No.
Geriatric.
No,
G.
it's spelled geriatric.
Music's your specialty, right? That's your
Music.
specialty.
Stay in your lane.
Stay in that lane.
Degree.
Stay in your lane.
The Gaze. Did you have to take the Gaze?
I sure did.
Do you know what letter the Gaze
Wait, really?
starts with? Is it J or G?
It started with B, right? Base. Anyways, so the concept, let me just knock it out. The concept of Wacky Races is like, you get in like a wacky like mobile, you know, something like Boy Scout kart races.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's
then
mobile.
like, you drive across like a certain, like, you have a start and then you have like a destination.
Yeah.
But then these cars, you can modify it to try and like mess up other people's stuff. So, experience like Mario Kart, like real life Mario Kart is what I'm asking for.
Okay.
I was gonna actually mention
I was gonna say that too.
sporty Mario Kart.
It sounds like,
Yeah.
See,
That's
great minds
another
think alike.
That's another reason to Nintendo send us a Switch, please. We'd love to review like all these new games coming out. Like we need a
Get them in
Switch.
there. That would be. It's not like something I'm inventing. I'm just like, just bring it to reality.
Hey, all right, it doesn't like it doesn't
Yeah.
exist. Like okay. So you'd say something similar.
Well, no, I was thinking I like drinking and I like shopping, and I feel like if you combine both, like a lot of like little
Okay.
towns do like shop and sips, and I feel like you can make that very athletic very quickly.
One just opened up right down the road.
I've
from
never
us.
even heard of that before. Evan, like I think we were just driving somewhere, and he was just like, "Hey, you know they have like alcohol there while you shop?" And I'm like, Never even heard of that.
I didn't hear about it until I went to Woodstock like on Friday.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it either.
And I thought that was amazing.
And I was like, what does this even mean? And they're like, oh, well, they want you to drink so that you buy more stuff.
Hands down.
Is there a
will
catch?
purchase
Like,
Is it like it's like Costco, right?
Yes.
You ever been to Costco and like you go on the weekend or something, give you free samples
Yes.
because they want to make you buy the product.
Yes.
Same thing like with alcohol, but except that alcohol makes you want to go buy other products because when you get in that mindset, you're like, oh my god, a microphone. It's so fuzzy. I want it.
I do that with
Like-
sweatpants and sweatshirts.
Mhm.
Sober.
I have to interject here. Like,
Yeah.
when people make pop culture references, they always reference Costco. Is Costco supposed to be significantly better than like Sam's Club?
I think it's just like what you grew up around though, because I
It's
reference
like
Sam's
a
Club.
cult. Listen,
I've been-
I got the membership.
Oh.
In my,
I've been
Is
to
it your
both.
own?
I like Costco more.
Mom's.
They're
I
a
use
little
my
bit
mom's.
cleaner.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Mom's and
So
clutch.
wait, Sam's Club has the pizza.
And the hot
Costco
dogs.
has pizza?
Hot dogs.
also has the pizza.
They're known for their hot dogs. So there's actually a story behind the Costco hot dogs. They've been, I don't remember if it's $1 or how much the hot dogs are.
$1.59, I believe.
The it was like the CEO or the owner,
I know.
someone like of Costco was like, someone came up to him and was like, hey, should we kind of have to up the price of the hot dog if we want to like keep up with inflation. Like, and the CEO or the owner was like, I will never ever up the price of the hot dog. So it's been like $1 something for forever now, just because it's like one of those things where, you know, you're
It's
not
like-
there to get the hot dog,
Mhm.
you're there to shop. So
Right.
why
The hot dog is like as long as this though. Like this is what you're eating.
Wait,
I've-
what? At Costco?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I've never had a Costco hot dog.
I've just
I
never
know.
been a huge hot dog person.
Same.
You know? Like,
Glizzies are just not like...
Glizzy. I knew someone was gonna say it. You beat me to it, bro. Oh my god.
Well, we were talking about Joey Chestnut. And
Oh,
But,
man.
like,
Glizzy
Glizzy.
Gladiator.
when I went to Georgia Southern, I went there for 3 years, okay? So, like, I do remember one time, Statesboro is about, like, 45 minutes away from Savannah? Something like that. So, like,
About.
there's a town called Pooler where they have, like, a Tanger Outlet Center that's,
Mhm.
like, maybe 40 minutes away
Yeah.
from Statesboro. And me and Travis, like, would go down there just to eat pizza from Sam's Club. And
Are
it's
you
like,
serious?
yeah, because, like, at the time, I'm sure inflation's caught up, but, like,
Yeah.
it was only like $1 a slice. And, like, that, it's a beautiful world.
Mhm.
I was just watching, like, a documentary on Munchies about this, about how, like, there are pizza shops in New York who sell slices for, like, $1. Because it's supposed to be, like, people come into the shop, you know, like, people don't drive in New York. They're always walking
Yeah.
around and everything. They just want to get in and out for their lunch break. All these
They
corporate
take the
people.
metro too.
They take their $1, they just stick it in the jar, they grab their slice of pizza, go out the door, like 30 seconds, in and out. And, like, that's beautiful. Like, I'd love to do something like that one day. Like,
How, like, you said you're from New York, so how...
Just in New York City. It's been so long. Like I went there this summer, but I didn't stay too long. But generally, like just pizza places. It's just little small chains. So you just walk in there, you ask what slice you want. They already have them cooked. So
Right.
it's not like they have to bake it, and they just grab the slice. Boom, here you go.
That's just crazy that it's $1
Oh.
for a slice. Because, like, here, it's, like, I don't know, at least 3
so
or something
so
like
there's
that.
a question I have. Malcolm, like, did you grow up there for a little bit of time, or what's your history like there, like in New York?
Long and complicated. Oh my gosh.
So let me just ask you this
I was
question.
born
real
there.
quick. Like, me and Evan went to LA, okay? And, like, every block, it's always busy, and there are, like, tons of rundown shops and restaurants. You look at it and you're like, oh, that doesn't look too good. But I guarantee you go in and it's cheap and it's, like, amazing. Is New York kind of, like, the same way where, like, there's, like, millions of shops, names you never heard of. Some are, like, some restaurants are more popular than the lowest ones, but the lowest end ones, or even, like, the man who, like, has, like, a hot dog cart on the side of the street,
Yeah.
those are probably all still really good and affordable, right?
The thing about New York City, and if you're from New York, don't get on to me. It's been a long minute. There's certain spots,
Okay.
and it's kind of just like you get a representation of like whatever country you're walking through. So let's say like you're walking through an Italian place, you're gonna see like a whole bunch of Italian shops and restaurants because you know they run that block.
Right.
Same thing with like Caribbean, like Asian spots. Like you
Right.
see different parts of the neighborhood, and it's crazy because you can just walk down the block and it's a whole different scenario.
Mm-hmm.
You get that mainly in like Queens, the Bronx. You know, we're talking about like the 5 boroughs. Manhattan, that's just like a big old pot of gumbo. Like they got all sorts of things in there. Like they got all the countries in there, man. And it's just unique because in terms of that diversity, like you can't get anywhere better than New York in terms of like globally what you're gonna find there.
Right. So, what's the deal with, have you had cannolis before or like anything like that?
They're so sweet.
I think Evan was telling me about this. It seems like a weird concept to me. Is it fried? It's fried, right, or something like that.
Someone was like, it's a pancake and then you fill it.
But it's like it's not like it's like ricotta cheese.
This is a oversimplification. This is just to use it as a description. To me, it's like a croissant that has like some ricotta cheese in it with a little bit of chocolate on it. It's
like a cannoli.
So it's the same way that it's kind of like an oversimplification of how you would describe beignets, probably.
Beignets are rude. They're like soft bread with hella sugar.
It's different.
That's like sugary.
It's I don't even know. It's because beignets aren't like a croissant. It's like a donut hole. As a generalization.
That's what I was talking about.
No, but like I went to New Orleans for the LSU Georgia NOLA. Sorry, NOLA. New Orleans. And we went to Cafe Du Monde, and they're known for their beignets. And I
think that's the one me and Evan were supposed to go
to. We went to Cafe Beignet.
But the line was like 3 miles long.
Well, Cafe Du Monde was also like, I don't know, not half a mile, but like it was pretty long. But they moved you in and out. But those beignets were magical. Also, side fact, it was like $2.38 was the pricing for like 3 beignets, and I thought that was so weird because it's not like $2.99.
That's not Bourbon Street. That's it's by the French Quarter.
Yes, it's by the French Quarter, and it was really good because like everyone was like, "You have to go to Cafe Du Monde."
That's the one.
It was. So
I'm pretty sure someone said that to me and Evan, and we were like, "The line is too long, dude." We didn't have any patience. We were like, we parked literally right next to Cafe Beignet, and Cafe Beignet was fine. Like I've never had a beignet before. Like that's without even saying that's the best beignet I've ever had because that's the only one I've ever had. But I don't know if I bought
cannolis. If I'll explain it, it's like you pretty much make like a really floppy pancake.
Like crepes?
Oh wait, that's crepes.
Those are. Oh boy.
Crepes are like really.
We got a
thin
fake
pancakes.
New Yorker right here.
Swedish pancakes.
Cannolis, I think.
That's not even New York. That's New Orleans. Boy.
You're trying to describe cannolis though.
I thought they were like thicker fried, and then like it's like filled with the creamy. Because I remember eating that, and then not Mary Jane, but like a Mary Claire. Eclair.
Mary Jane.
Eclair.
Eclair.
We're talking about eclairs now?
Sorry, no.
Isn't an eclair a cream puff?
No, it was in Little Italy, so I know it was Italian, and there was an eclair, and then there was a cannoli, and I had a bite of both, and I could not handle the
What
cannoli.
Pastry are we talking about right
It was a
now?
cannoli.
I'm lost at this point.
Can you pull up a picture of a cannoli?
Yeah. Okay, so here's a picture of a cannoli. Malcolm, you thought this was a crepe, or what did you think?
Okay, hold on.
In his
It's wrapped around.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's wrapped around like a white filling. You could associate that as whipped cream, but it's ricotta cheese,
There's an Asian cannoli over there.
Where?
Right, with the ladies'
Asian cannoli.
What's the difference?
I don't even know what that is.
Ube is a
my
Filipino dessert. So she's probably Filipino.
What is that green
That
stuff?
one's green.
What is that green stuff?
I don't know what
It's
pandan
just
is.
color.
Shrek lover.
It is
It's just color.
Okay. Well then, what's it? Okay, so crepe. What's so special about a crepe then? It's
Looks like
Okay.
Because some of them
Okay.
look exactly like this.
Okay, these are cones.
If you wrap
these
it
are
up.
like very thin pancakes.
It looks like lefse though. It kind of looks a little bit like lefse.
Well, that looks like a crunch wrap.
But okay, my idea is that crepes are soft though. Are cannolis soft or are they crunchy?
Cannoli's probably a little crunchy.
Yeah. Okay.
Country.
They're a little country.
Country cannolis.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Did we settle that debate?
I think
Yes.
we're good. We're good.
Okay. All right.
Also
so,
find banana.
All right. So getting into the fan question for the week, we only had one, so this is the fan question. You could be any animal. What would you be and why? Anyone want to start off?
I do.
Okay.
I would love to be a stingray. You know, like
Hey.
a stingray.
Hey, we feel bad for.
I know. I know you love them.
We don't need to talk about it.
It's
It's all
fine.
right.
Okay. Do you want me to
Stingray.
be a mouse instead?
No. Okay.
I
Why?
like
Why a
stingray. I
stingray
like
though?
stingray.
Why?
Because they're always smiling on the bottom.
Are they?
Like,
Oh yeah,
they are.
Oh yeah, I'll pull up a picture. It's a little weird.
Wait, look up Moana.
I have not
stingray.
been to the Georgia Aquarium in so long.
They're cuter on Moana.
Evan hasn't seen Moana.
Wait,
He
like-
doesn't know.
Is this?
You've never touched a stingray?
you just asked two different things. Kory said you've never seen Moana, and I thought you were gonna say you've never seen
They
Moana.
killed Steve Irwin.
I know that.
Wait,
Moana
answer our
and
question.
Steve
Have you seen Moana?
I've never seen Moana, but
What?
I have touched a stingray.
She looks like the main character from Moana.
Oh.
She used to make that her profile picture everywhere, didn't
It's
she?
my Finsta
Okay.
It's actually Moana wearing a girl gang crop top.
Okay.
Yikes.
Cool.
Not Moana.
But so you're talking about
cannot see it.
pulling it up here.
It's because Drew called you Moana once, didn't
He
you?
did, me and
Hey,
Drew.
Drew.
Hey, do you remember that video we made of you and me banging on the drum?
And he was like, whoosh, or something like that.
yeah.
So you're talking about like something like this?
Yeah, that's a stingray.
Okay.
And it's beautiful, and they just float around, and they're chilling, and even when they go through shit, they're still smiling on the bottom, because they're happy and they're content.
Okay, now I gotta.
They did still kill
Nice.
Steve Irwin, though.
Not the one in Moana. Oh wait, Evan wouldn't know,
Listen.
because he's never seen Moana.
that one stingray just put a bad rep on the other ones.
Malcolm, what kind of animal would you like to be?
Oh, I'm torn, man.
Between.
Oh my gosh.
You know, torn means that you have some options.
Are you gonna say
Yeah.
liger?
Okay.
Not liger. One is like a marmot.
Oh, that's.
You know what a marmot is?
Is that a
maybe
monkey?
Evan can pull up a picture.
Alright. It's simple.
It's the monkey.
You know, it's like
Evan.
it's this little like
Wait, wait.
fuzzy like squirrel thing.
Oh, it's like a.
It's that thing that was like
Oh, the
screaming on
thing
top
that
of the ledge.
screams?
Yeah, it goes, yeah,
I'm not gonna
just
lie, I
wanna,
thought that was a
scream at
squirrel.
Alan! I want to call Alan like every day.
You just called it a monkey.
Wait, that looks more like a squirrel than a monkey.
Somebody called it a monkey.
Look.
Is there no such thing as a marmot?
That's me right
Hey,
there.
teenage boy dies of
Don't do it.
bubonic plague.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought these were marmots.
No.
Oh, marmoset. Marmoset. I was thinking
Marmoset.
marmoset, not marmot.
Boy.
Okay. Marmoset.
Right.
Marmoset runs
I think I
with
told
Percocet.
Evan this a while ago. Oh, me and Evan and Malcolm used to play Donkey Kong Country, and Malcolm would do that.
How do you remember that? What?
We talk about it all the time.
But I was gonna say, like, I was only like a few years old when I realized monkeys and chimpanzees are like not the same thing. Chimpanzees are the ones that
Yeah.
look like the gorillas, kind of, and like Diddy Kong and whatnot.
Mhm.
And the
Diddy
monkeys
Kong?
are like those little rat-looking monkeys.
Diddy
You know?
P. Diddy Kong. There's no way there's not a picture of P. Diddy Kong.
P. Diddy Kong.
There's
Do it
no
to us.
way.
For the
There's
record, I
no-
said that.
The Animorphs.
Animorphs.
Diddy Kong race.
Wait, look at the
Oh,
bottom.
man.
P. Diddy Kong.
Oh.
That's good.
That's good.
Wait, what does that say? P. Diddy Kong A date das racist. Oh.
Hmm. Let's go back to this one.
P. Diddy Kong 2? There's a 1?
I guess so.
Did you have options in addition?
Yeah,
to
what was the
Yeah,
other
you
thing
said
you
you
were
were
torn
in
between?
between.
It was
Side-
between that and just one of those turtles, man.
What kind of turtle?
Wait, like one of the
a turtle
ninja
or a tortoise?
turtles?
The tortoise, that's the one that walks.
On land.
Mm-hmm.
What? There's a difference?
Turtles have the fins, kind of.
They were
There's a video of someone dropping like
They
a
have
turtle
not fins. They have webbed feet.
in water. That's
Oh, and they're
definitely
like,
not supposed to be in
it's
water.
a tortoise. Yeah.
Tortoise have the flat feet. So I think Franklin's a tortoise.
Franklin's a tortoise.
Franklin is a tortoise.
No, he's a turtle.
No, because turtles have webbed feet.
You're talking about Franklin the turtle, like the elementary
He's called a
school
turtle.
Well,
but
there's
he's a
sea
tortoise.
turtles and then there's like regular turtles, right?
Wait, no, sea turtles are turtles. Sea tortoises are turtles.
He's a green turtle.
But look at his feet. Pull up a picture of Franklin. We need
Man, what's the name? Mario things like Koopas.
Koopas are tortoises.
You just wanted to see his feet?
Well, pull up a
Uh-oh.
picture of Franklin so we can see his
You
feet.
gotta pay for that. Like, what?
His feet aren't webbed.
His toes are orange.
Of course, that's a fictional character. You have to look at the actual
He's called
turtle.
Franklin the turtle, but I'm pretty sure he's
Bro,
a tortoise.
I mean, come on.
Oh, he's naked.
You got a video game too. Let me get that.
This is
Probably game of the year right here.
See, look, Franklin the
Out of
turtle.
stock.
10 out of 10. IGN.
Bro, but look at his
Aw.
feet. Does no one else get... Pull up the Ninja Turtles, okay?
He doesn't have feet.
What
He has
is it?
toes.
Ninja Turtles have toes, okay? But, like,
He's a turtle toddler.
Franklin doesn't have toes.
Ah.
Ah! Ah! Get it off!
Franklin doesn't have toes. Franklin just has like the hoof, you know?
Ew! Look at that.
Evan, you're gonna mess up your search horribly.
What's the foos?
Google's tracking it.
Oh, this is interesting. Okay. I can't look.
It's so close to your face.
Oh, this one's even
Mikey,
better.
get it away, man.
Oh!
Wait, so you want to be a turtle or a tortoise?
I don't want to be doing that stuff. Actual turtles. Turtle.
You want me to look up turtle feet?
Look up turtle versus tortoise.
That's
Turtle versus
Kory.
tortoise.
Oh, ew.
They have webbed feet, see? They're like reptiles.
Turtle versus
No, they're
tortoise.
amphibians.
No, they are reptiles.
I'm
Remember
pretty
in
sure
Over the
they're
Hedge?
reptiles.
In Over the Hedge, the turtle's like, the exterminator is like, I smell an amphibian, and the turtle's like, reptile.
Well, he's a tortoise. Verna's a tortoise.
Yeah, but he's a reptile.
I've never seen.
Yeah,
videos.
he's a reptile. Turtles are amphibians
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
because
We're
they
going to
have
a
webbed
biology
feet. They're in
podcast
the
real
water.
quick.
They're in the water.
Let's talk about
I gotta set
Osmosis
the-
Jones.
Osmosis Jones.
I haven't seen it since I was like.
I've never even
I like
watched it.
Bill
I
Murray.
had it on DVD. I've
Bill
never
Murray
seen
in
it.
that movie. was-
All I remember is he drops an egg in like a monkey.
Yeah, he
pit,
like
and
eats it.
Yeah, and that's how. Ugh. All right. You got an animal in mind?
Do I have an animal in mind? I would probably be a golden brown mouse lemur.
Can you
creative.
type that in, please?
So I did a project. We had to do a project in middle school on endangered species.
Goggle.
Golden brown mouse lemur. They're an endangered species. I just think they're cool. They should look cool. Like they got like big old eyes. They can like fling around. Like this guy, he looks so cool. Just like that's even smaller than the thumbnail picture. But yeah, they're just like that Madagascar.
King Julian, can you do your best impression?
No, because I would probably get canceled for doing King Julian. But the King Julian's little friend, the little guy, I love you, King Julian. Like that guy. I would. That's who.
Mort!
Mort! Yeah,
Mort!
There you go.
Mort!
Mort.
But yeah, that was, I think it'd be cool to be like one of those little guys.
You want to be
Oh my
Mort?
gosh.
I'd like to be Mort. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
Be Mort.
What about you, Kory?
Evan Mort Vane.
That was good.
Gosh, you guys had such creative ones. Well, I guess Malcolm said a turtle.
No,
Or tortoise.
That was the first one I said. I'd rather be a
marmot.
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 A Mormon.
A Marmaduke.
Not a Mormon, a marmot. Oh my
And Marielle
God.
said a stingray. You know, like just to be, mine is the most boring. I'd love to be a kangaroo and like just like
It's not boring.
It comes with a pouch. You're born with a pouch. You can put stuff in there. You know, like there's your phone. There's your laptop. You know,
Kangaroo.
like if
Do you think like if kangaroo actually has like a laptop is like
Oh, why is he
they're
stand
swole.
stuff?
They're super swole,
They're
dude.
big. They're
Why is he
very big.
stand-
Roger.
Roger.
Roger has his own Instagram account. I used to follow Roger.
hey man,
That's credible.
when do we cut? Do we start
Roger
bulking?
is, Roger is swole, dude. And then look at this character right here. No muscle mass, but gosh, Roger is a physical specimen.
Why does
dude.
he look like he's about to?
I would be
buck up?
Roger, but then I don't think if I'm a male at that point, I don't think I get a pouch.
Roger
do
been
I?
doing that.
Bro, this.
Oh,
Roger been doing that dirty bulk.
Roger, bro. Evan, could you take Roger in a fight? Because kangaroos box. Kangaroos know how to box naturally.
Have you seen the guy that like he like fights a kangaroo? Like it's not like fighting, but
Trying
like,
to save his,
I have
trying to
seen
save
it.
his dog.
the dog. He's trying to save the dog.
I
yeah,
have
he's trying to
seen
save
that.
the
Are you
dog.
pulling that up right now?
Man saves dog from
Dave's.
Dave's.
I think you've had a little
kangaroo.
too much to drink, sir.
Yeah, this one.
Aw.
Dude, he like Falcon punched the hell out of that kangaroo.
It's crazy. Oh, this is a minute long. No. We need the actual. Okay, here we go. So, you guys can't see it. So I think what happens is this guy has a dog, and I guess he's just letting him like run around, but the kangaroo like starts grabbing on the dog.
Has him in a headlock.
Yeah, and the dude's like, "Nah, man, this is my dog. You ain't gonna fight my dog." So I guess we're getting the. A second here.
Wait, so we have Kangaroo Jack, Franklin the Turtle, Mort the what?
A lemur, a
brown nosed lemur.
A mouse lemur, yeah.
And then the Stingray from Moana. That's a good team. That's fair.
Stingray from Steve Irwin.
That's so sad. I can't believe that stingray species.
I've never seen this before.
You've never seen this video before?
No, I've never seen this either.
Yeah, so it's just a guy. I'm trying to skip it. I don't know why it's acting so weird. Okay, here we go. So a guy, this is his dog right there, and the guy's like, "Bro, this kangaroo is."
Is this kangaroo serious though?
I mean, look
His,
at
Yes,
him.
look
his
at it.
expression is
He's
like,
got his
He's like,
hands.
I got your dog here.
Look at this.
So
Look at
this your
this.
dog?
It's like,
He in the wrong
He's
part
like,
of town.
bah!
Why he kicked the dog?
Oh, that poor dog.
Yeah, the dog's like, I don't want any part of this. The kangaroo's like, nah, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay, now it's just a fight between him and the kangaroo.
Kangaroo's kind of
Oh.
tall.
He squared up.
Okay,
He
let's go.
squared
Let's
up
go.
on the
Oh,
kangaroo.
look at this.
Bah! look! Bah! It's just like, ah!
Why is this a thing?
But I mean, at this point, the dog's gone. So there's no reason to
Yeah.
there's no reason to fight the kangaroo.
Oh, wait, he's running away. Look at the kangaroo.
I think that's just like the rage of just
Did he
having
just
a dog in a
accept
The
headlock.
kangaroo's just like, shit, bro.
He just accepted it.
Wait.
That's it.
The dog.
Like, should I do something? Oh, there's two
Oh
of them.
no. Of course, this
He
is
just
in
let it go?
Australia.
I guess so. He's like, damn, man.
There is a video I think you should pull up real quick of a man actually trying to box a kangaroo. Just look at kangaroo boxing.
Wee.
I'm mad
He
they
just
had that
goes.
all
He
in
just
slow
goes back to his
motion.
normal life after that.
I
That's
guess so.
crazy.
Of course, that was in
He
Australia.
goes back to his kangaroo friends. He's like, "Yeah, I got in a fight today."
It's like, Mons just punched me in my face.
Talking about this video? I really haven't.
It's a kangaroo just like hopping around the backyard or something. He's like trying to square
well,
up with a
it's
guy.
definitely not.
This might be it. I don't know.
It's not in the backyard.
That was anything
Where
but
is
a
this?
backyard. I'm mad they putting like that stock music right behind all this.
Okay, I've definitely never seen this before.
Is this a professional sport?
I don't know. This could be one of the
Oh.
sports. Oh.
Oh, he posted up. That kangaroo's like.
Wow. They got a whole audience too.
Oh, the kangaroo's wearing pants.
Oh shit! That kangaroo's beating him up. Oh, that's okay. All right.
Hang on, this might be. I think this is it.
It's not fair. Is it really boxing for using your feet?
Yeah, there's this. I
Oh,
think.
they're fighting each other.
I could have swore there was one where a guy was fighting a kangaroo.
Yo, what is that car? I kind of want that car.
Ew, I hate that car. It makes me uncomfy.
The music nerd in me is trying to figure out what piece did they use to put stock music to two kangaroos fighting each other in.
It's Roo's art.
It's called a kangaroo street fight. Sorry.
Evan, do you like Jeep trucks?
Do you?
Evan said he wanted
No.
a truck, right?
Absolutely.
It's Tchaikovsky.
I like those
They're
little.
just kicking each other. I love how they like stand on their tails and stuff. But yeah, dude, if I was a kangaroo, I'd know how to box. I'd be like swole. Like what's his name?
Kangaroo Jack?
No.
Mike Tyson.
Roger.
No, yeah, Roger. I'd be swole like Roger. Like no fear of anything, dude. It's got to be a kangaroo.
I don't know who Roger is.
We just gotta get on that kangaroo
Roger was
boat
that
plane,
buff
man.
kangaroo that just came up.
You knew the name?
Oh, the Instagram page.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so for this next segment, what we decided to do was, Malcolm, you, as we understand it, in high school and even now, you started making music and you
Yeah.
posted it to SoundCloud.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like one of the OG SoundCloud kind of
Way back
musicians.
artists.
Yeah. So what we
Yeah.
decided to do, you don't know which songs we're gonna play. We took a couple of songs and we're going to kind of review them, critique them, and ask you some questions on that. Is that okay?
Of course. Yeah, let me give some background to like the SoundCloud, all that. Like, I'm not here to promote it because really those songs are made for me.
And
That's how it should be.
we
Yeah.
appreciate that. It was we really enjoy some of the music. We listened to it in high school. We would drive to school. Like I think
You literally carpool.
yeah, we carpooled to school to high
Listen to
school.
them.
Not
Yeah.
because one of those own people who listens to his own music.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean it's.
But like he
it's-
said, it's made for him, so he
Mhm.
vibes. His
because on a deeper note, all those songs ever since like 2015, 14, whatever, it's like an autobiography for me.
Right.
That's why I said like it's made for me, like by me, like for me to hear, because at different points in my life, I know where I was at when I made this song.
Mm-hmm.
And so it kind of like documents that, not in like a book, but like for your ears.
Discography, right?
Right. So
Your own discography.
Pretty much.
I thought I was going to be able to show it on the screen, but it looks like it's trying to play through an app. So we're just going to do it through here. So the first song, Malcolm, that I wanted to play,
Which one?
we're going way back to one of your very first tracks, one of your earliest tracks.
You got
this one is called No Refunds. Okay, so No Refunds. Let's give it a little listen here.
No refunds. No refunds. No refunds. No refunds. No refunds.
Shit, Bob.
It's good. I like it.
Did you sample this from like Boondocks, the No Refunds, or who is?
That's all my voice right there.
Oh really? That's your own voice?
Now that's not me playing that marimba. That came with like garage bands, like one of the stock,
Loops.
tracks.
That one's a
loops.
sample. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. It's kind of interesting. This is through GarageBand, right? You did this through GarageBand.
Y'all, if you want to take a look, like I made all of those songs
So you still have them?
on the phone.
Do you still have?
iPad at a point though.
Yeah, you did through.
My older sibling's iPad is now retired.
Okay.
But any Apple device, iOS, has GarageBand, so you can use that to like make music and whatnot. One of Kendrick Lamar's albums, I think it was Damn, had a producer that used his iPhone to really make most of the tracks for his album.
Yeah, and I know Charlie Puth literally just records everything on his like voice memos, you know, and he just exports it to Logic or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a time when Steve Lacy made all of his music just on GarageBand. Just because, why not? It's easy.
Yeah.
Portable. So this is the first one. Let's give it a little bit more of a listen here.
Oh yeah, the verse one, is that what you call this?
Would this be the bridge?
It should be like a bridge.
A bridge.
Yeah, because
Yeah, the bridge hits.
I'm a music teacher. Yeah, right now.
So that part's you too. If that's not an instrument, you're also going.
That's me.
I do like in many tracks you do use your voice as an instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's also loop because I'm not sitting there going
I would hope not.
I just recorded my voice on the phone and then just looped
Stretched
it back.
it.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
hoping so.
What the heck?
Okay, so that's the first one we wanted to look at. Now, you're very prolific in the genres of music that you make, but you're also a very good storyteller. I've noticed, and
And here at Quacking Pancakes, we love stories.
we love stories at Quacking Pancakes. So this is the other song that we're going to be looking at. It's called "Storytime with Malcolm." The Lonely Dog. Now, do you have anything to preface this with? You don't.
Oh my God.
Are you sure? Can we just a little sample?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. This is The Lonely Dog.
They had to dig.
This is a story
They had to dig way deep for this one.
about the lonely dog.
It's strings.
This is the darkest song I've ever heard in my life.
It's sad.
It's tragic. Spoiler alert.
Long ago,
Oh
there was
my
a
God.
town hidden deep in
This
the
prefaces, I
forest.
can't play piano. I just know how to program.
Shout out
music.
Nate plays keys.
Within the town, the doctors recognized.
Did you write this story yourself? Like, just
I came up with it on the fly.
On the
What was the
fly?
inspiration?
Teddy.
Okay.
Teddy.
Okay.
Teddy.
And who's Teddy?
Teddy's my mom's dog.
Okay.
Notice specifically how I say my mom's dog.
Oh, sorry.
I do not like Teddy.
So I can already hear that your vocals in the background have already made a reappearance. You're
Yes.
going. Okay. All right. Let's keep going here.
Nobody ever spoke to. Day by day,
So I figured out what music theory was.
to meet the needs of survival. night by night,
Day by day.
The dog forever dreamed that one day the people would recognize him.
That's not even my favorite verse.
Just recognize the dog.
My favorite verse is, but at what cost?
But then one day, in the
Oh.
forest of fate,
The forest of fate.
What were you going
Forest
through?
of fate, Malcolm.
What were you going through?
ravaged the fields.
It's a fire that ravaged the forest of fate.
No one can stop it. No one.
No one. No one. Just couldn't stop the fire. Until.
So the poor dog called upon the Lord of the Forest
The Lord of the Forest.
in hopes that he
There's a lot going on
would
here.
save the day.
Isn't that cool, like, storytelling through music?
Oh yeah.
That was my goal here. I see, like, man, I just want to talk.
Oh, great Lord of the Forest, said the poor dog. Would you save the forest? For without it,
Hey, so if you're in, like, AP Lit or Lang, this is a good project to do. You know, if
Thematic analysis.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. A lot of introspection going on.
Yes.
So who is the lonely dog the storyteller, or are you telling the story for the lonely dog?
It's like it's like I'm the narrator.
Yeah.
The dog is like the main character, the protagonist.
Okay.
And then later down, you're gonna listen to it like the dog wants one goal, and then I do like what's the dude's name that directed the poor Avatar movie like.
M. Night
No,
Shyamalan. We just
Shyamalan.
talked about the M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
So I just literally do like a twist at the end because he gets what he wants. Like the people recognize him, but then he gets like kind of screwed over trying to save the forest, and is forever banished to be the lonely dog. So he starts as a lonely dog and finishes as a lonely dog.
Wow. So for the interest of time, I think we'll stop there.
Mhm.
But if you want to listen to the rest of it on SoundCloud, it is Tunes by Big Mac, and then you have another more recent SoundCloud. Is that correct?
So, and this is like the broke person in me. I could have like got SoundCloud Pro and get more minutes to upload more tracks, but I decided not to. So I made a second account. It's called Melodies by Malcolm,
Oh.
and that has more recent, better quality, better mixed music.
Those are pretty great
Well,
quality.
we appreciate any and all of the Tunes by Big Mac and Melodies by Malcolm. So thank you for that.
Appreciate it.
All right, so for our final segment here today, we have a little card game that we're going to play. And the rules are very simple. One of us will take a card and we'll read it to either the person across from us, diagonal from us. We will read the card and it will say you have to name 3 things. And that person across from you or diagonal from you has 5 seconds to name 3 things that it says on the card. So for this one, it says name 3 conspiracies. Let's say, Marielle, you would have 5 seconds to name 3 conspiracies. Okay?
John F. Kennedy, Titanic, and the moon landing.
Awesome. So you would get that card, and that's a point. Okay? So we're going to go around. Do we want to do diagonal or straight across?
Let's do diagonal.
Diagonal. Okay. So I will ask Kory first. All right, Kory. You have 5 seconds to name 3 things you can bet on.
Sports, hockey, football.
Surprised you
What?
didn't say it.
Because those are the same thing, I'm going to refrain from giving you this
that's
point.
fine.
So,
That's
Malcolm,
fair.
it is your turn.
All right. Let me see here. Okay. Ariel,
Okay.
name 3 uses for your nose. Go.
Smell, rub, and swipe.
You could swipe with your nose, yeah.
On
You could definitely do
Instagram.
that. Okay, yeah.
Oh.
There's
That's
like,
that Georgia Southern stuff right there. Y'all be swiping and rubbing.
That's true.
You got it.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna give Dr. Mulvane a good one here.
Let's get it popping, bro.
Get it popping.
It's gotta be a good one.
Ooh.
Gotta be a good one.
Funny.
I'm ready.
Oh. What about this one?
You
We're
can't
gonna
do
go through
it.
the whole deck while we done, man.
There ain't nothing I can do.
Well, get him good. Get him.
Okay.
I got this.
All right, Dr. Mulvane. Name 3 ways to hide a fart.
Cough, sneeze, burp.
We'll do that.
Are you a master of this?
I don't know.
We'll do that.
I don't know.
cough, sneeze, burp.
All right, Evan
Okay.
and Marielle both have 1 point so far.
Hell yeah, brother.
Achoo.
All right, Malcolm. Ready?
Yes.
I don't want.
Look, Kory, he has to.
Wait, can I do that one?
I think you should ask that one.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
This is based on what you said earlier. Okay, Malcolm.
What we
Name.
got?
You have 5 seconds to name 3 stores that you would like to steal from.
JCPenney, GameStop, Bath and Body Works. Give my card. I earned that.
I know
Boom.
more. I know more about you now.
I'm here to steal your sense.
Yeah, that Japanese cherry blossom hooked me on.
Whoa, that's what I've worn since literally from like 6th grade to like
That's the one.
12th grade.
Winrock.
I literally only wore that.
That's the one my mom had. Oh,
Okay.
I know the scent of it. I can pick it out.
Yeah, no, same. I wore that every day.
Oh boy.
Like
That's the
lotion,
one.
perfume.
Are we doing across? Or are we doing?
No, let's do forward this time.
Okay, so forward. Marielle.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Okay.
You have 5 seconds to name 3 celebrities who should not be celebrities.
Zac Efron, Miley Cyrus, and Benedict Cumberbatch.
What you got against my man's
What you
Doctor
got
Who?
against Benedict Cumberbatch?
Benedict Cum.
Now Malcolm's asking
That's
me.
good.
Alright, just okay. Okay. Oh, this one's a hard one. Name 3 hallucinations.
Ghosts, pickles, animals.
Pickles.
You can hallucinate. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Pickles.
You can hallucinate pickles. Sure, why not?
Like you can look at this like plant right here and be like, pickles.
Pickles.
Pickle tree.
I mean, if you're on some kind of drug, you might think that this is like a pickle tree. Yeah, right.
Yeah, sure.
I'm pickle tree. Okay.
Do you guys know
Take
that
it.
Oh, I
pickles?
get
Take
this.
it, man.
Oh,
Take
I'll take-
Pickles are
I will
cucumbers.
gladly take this.
I did not know that until like last week.
Pickles are just pickled cucumbers.
I didn't know pickling was a process. I thought it was an actual thing.
No, because they pickled jalapenos.
I didn't grow up eating pickles.
Pickled peppers.
Everyone makes his own pickled veggies.
You
Don't you?
pickle your
Occasionally,
own
yeah,
stuff.
I'll grow jalapenos and pickle them. Yeah. Why not?
That sounds. You pickle
Peppers.
jalapeno.
Pickler.
What we got?
Okay, Malcolm.
Mm-hmm.
Name 3 reasons to pull your pants down.
Pee, poop, flash.
Oh,
No.
Alright, okay, yeah.
Here you
Yeah.
go.
You gotta show somebody
Alright,
the goods,
sir.
you know.
Congratulations.
Malcolm has been getting these like very easily.
I'm on fire. Fuego.
Oh, I'm kind of interested to see.
You got Dr. Mulvaney.
Alright, Dr. Mulvaney, how much knowledge you got?
Alright.
Yikes.
Evan, you have 5 seconds to name 3 places to buy lingerie.
Victoria's Secret, guess, Coach.
Nope.
You could have said Coles, my guy.
Oh, Pink, that's one, right?
I would have just said Target.
Nah, that's no fun. You got Target.
Guess? Coach?
What is Guess? I don't know what
Guess
Guess
is like a
Guess,
clothing
like a watch
brand.
or
for lingerie, right?
you could have said God. Even if you would have said Sam's Club.
Wait, I think that
I think
is
you
true.
can.
I
Yeah,
think you
that's
can.
what I'm
I
saying.
don't know.
Or Costco.
Now you should
Alright,
ask
so we're
that.
going back
Okay.
diagonally. Okay.
You don't want to do sideways?
Oh, should we do
No.
side by side now?
Side
We
by
should do
side.
Yes, we
Okay.
should
Okay.
do side by
Alright.
side.
All right, Malcolm.
Yes, sir.
Name 3 people who are going to hell.
Obama, Trump, Biden. Oh.
Okay.
All right. There you go.
Little theme.
Fair enough.
Yeah, put a little southern accent on it.
Now you gotta ask Evan.
I got this.
Oh, that's confusing. Name 3 things that feel good.
Sex, blowjob, hand job. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
I guess we gotta give it to him though.
I'll take that. I'll take
Alright,
that.
alright. That's fair enough. You all have 3 points
I have
besides
2.
me?
I have 2 points.
I have
2
2.
points.
I have 2.
Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm on a roll. I'm on a hot streak.
Okay,
Clickety clack.
Obama Trump button.
Trump button.
I mean,
Don't be looking. I'm about to ask you.
Whoa.
All right, Marielle.
That was good.
All right, Marielle.
Okay.
Name 3 places to throw a party.
A restaurant, a disco party, and your house.
Okay. All right.
I'll do.
Fair enough.
Very
fair enough.
respectable. All
Okay,
right.
Yo,
good.
okay, end Corey's career.
You have 5 seconds to
50 Cent
name
turns me on.
3 things that you can do underwater.
Swim, fly, drink water.
Let's talk about that second one.
Why?
Fly, fly,
Hmm.
fly
to the ocean.
Yes or no?
I'm gonna say no.
You lost me at fly. You had me in the first half.
We're going
So
diagonally.
now we do
again?
diagonally, yeah. All right, Corey. Let's see if we can.
Wait, Corey is double teamed.
I'm finna catch up. Just give me a second.
All right. 5 seconds to name 3 reasons to call in sick.
Sick, skipping, hockey.
That was a close one with that. hot
Sporting
dog.
events, bro.
Close. Let's give it to him.
You gotta
Let's
go
give
to
it
sporting
him.
events. Sometimes you just don't want to go, and sometimes you actually are sick.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I asked Marielle this.
Oh. That one's not user friendly. Okay. There we go. For your next challenge,
Okay.
name 3 things you don't want your boss to tell you.
You're fired. I really don't like you, and you're a disappointment.
I've been told all those things.
Well, I will want my
Worst
boss to
case.
tell me I'm fired so I can get unemployment. Here you go.
Yay! That was depressing, but true. That was good.
Wait. Oh, I get it. You're going this way.
Yeah, I give a good one for
So that's-
Dr.
yeah.
Mulvane.
I was
I was
ready.
gonna ask you that one.
I'm gonna give him this one.
Okay.
All right, Doogie Howser.
Uh.
Name 3 places you can lick yourself.
Armpit, elbow, finger.
Guess you gotta give it to him.
Can I?
Is he doing it?
Yeah.
He
lick my
got
elbow.
it. He got it.
Wow.
Didn't know it.
Did you actually lick your elbow that
I
time?
think so.
I'm gonna catch up to y'all. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Are we doing across
Strange
now?
man.
No, we're
No, we're
it's
doing
not-
no.
Still not.
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
it's still
it's still
not.
not.
It's still not.
yet.
Yeah.
Y'all don't forget about me here. I know I'm in the corner. Hey, y'all.
All right, Malcolm. Name 3 things you shouldn't do over Skype or FaceTime.
Sleep, eat, die.
Did we give that
That-
to him?
Yes.
I don't know about
Don't
that.
die.
one.
Don't die.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so now we're gonna cross.
I feel like this game is not fair.
Wait.
I had the
What?
Yu-Gi-Oh cards lined
I
up, man.
We did that.
Tell you my trap
that
card.
Side.
Oh, since okay. Yeah.
You guys got the uncensored version.
Name 3 places you should not drink.
Your mom's house, your dad's house, your grandma's house.
Yeah, fair enough.
Even though
Go, Malcolm.
Corey.
You're worse. Big Mac.
With the heart attack. Oh. Alright, Corey. Dun dun dun. Name 3 messy activities.
Swimming, skiing, hiking.
Swimming.
Swimming
Yeah.
is a clean activity.
how does swimming? How does
Your
swimming?
hair gets all dirty afterwards. You gotta go shampoo
what?
out all the chlorine.
I
and
kind of
everything.
like
Swimming
what
in
it
a
does
mud
to
pot
my
with,
hair.
like a mud water. Like
Bruh.
chlorine's supposed to kill stuff, right?
Bruh.
What name?
Chlorine is cleansing.
What is the vote here?
You said skiing?
I said skiing. Yeah.
Okay.
I can get messy.
I said hiking.
Hiking can get messy.
Skiing and hiking.
If you trip and fall, you're
Swimming.
You get water everywhere. You track it inside the house, or like you get it in the car or anything like that.
What, the water?
You're at the beach.
car?
You track sand in the
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
alright,
at the
alright,
beach,
alright,
yes.
alright.
Yes.
Okay,
This
so
I
man's
vote yes.
thinking his
You
answer
guys-
like
I vote
I'm
yes.
thinking like a
30
pool, but
seconds
you
afterwards.
defended it, so
Bro,
you
come
get the
on.
points.
All right. Is it
That's
me and
good.
Malcolm now?
this man
Yes.
like 15 seconds in was like, oh, the beach, yeah, swimming, yeah.
The baby.
The baby.
The baby.
Dubai. Did you have it?
Malcolm. All right, Malcolm. Name 3 blue things.
Oh, your wall, your shirt, Georgia State's colors.
Oh, fair enough, yeah,
Man.
there you go.
I always think I'm gonna get him, and he comes back.
Oh, this would be fun. Okay.
I could have said my shirt.
Alright, Dr. Mulvane. Name 3 necessities during menstruation.
A pad, a tampon, Tylenol.
Oh.
Okay! That was good.
Oh.
That was good.
Yeah, they're really thinking about that third one. He's like,
I'm just like, I don't
That's
know.
We just
okay.
did across the.
So no.
Yeah.
Do we want to do just one more round or how?
Well, let's do one more full round of asking
Okay,
each
so like-
person. Yeah, each combination.
All right, Malcolm.
Oh.
Okay, Malcolm. Probably not. Okay.
give it to me, swole vein.
Name 3 bad ideas for a password.
Alphabet numbers.
I think
He's
you
the
need both of those.
characters.
I think you need both of those for.
And a special character.
Dang.
Well, you named 2, so we're gonna pass it along.
No. I'm gonna
Oh,
get
wait.
you.
All right, Malcolm. What you got for me?
Name 3 nicknames for urination.
Piss, pee, drain the snake.
Drain this.
He got 1 extra second. That's not fair.
What?
Come on.
Drain the snake.
You drain the snake.
I'm not trying to be like hard here, but explain drain the snake.
Oh,
I
is it
have
because
heard
you're,
that. I've heard that before.
I get it.
I've heard it before.
you know,
I've heard
snake.
it
You're
before.
draining the snake.
Snake. You all 3 have snakes.
I've heard it.
I didn't know how else to explain.
What would be the opposite of a snake? Like
A velociraptor.
velociraptor.
All right,
It
Malcolm.
just yells at you sometimes.
Wait, do I not get that card?
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
Thank you.
Oh no.
We're tied.
All right, Marielle.
3-way tie.
Corey, you're doing great.
We're like 8th place in Mario Kart here.
Okay. All right, Marielle. Name 3 times you hate being rushed.
When I'm getting ready, when I'm talking, and when I'm listening to music.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes
in
you
there,
just
right in the
gotta-
nick of time.
You gotta enjoy.
There's nothing
You
wrong
gotta
with
enjoy a jam.
rush the band.
Corey, you have 5 seconds to name 3 times bigger is better.
Hot dogs, pizza, burgers.
I mean, yeah. Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
I can't even
Corey.
cap. That's a
Thank
good
you,
one.
Corey.
That's good.
All right, so let's count our cards up here. I
Bruh.
got 5.
Bruh.
Corey, how many you got?
Bro, I got 4.
Marielle.
6.
Marielle is 6.
Oh,
Marielle is
there's-
our winner. Congratulations.
Hey.
And that will do it for our podcast. Big thank you to everyone who showed up. Malcolm, Marielle, it was an honor to have you guys
We're so
here.
glad you could join us as our first in-studio guest.
Yes.
Woo-hoo!
Thank you guys so much. We
First
hope
time
you
for everything.
you enjoyed.
And we'd love for y'all to come back someday.
Yeah, come back now, you hear? But to our viewers, thank you so much for
Definitely.
watching. We hope you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button. Don't
And
forget.
thank you for spending Thanksgiving with us.
Thank you very much. Hope
Mhm.
everybody has a happy Thanksgiving, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Take it easy. Take it easy.